Hello, everybody.
This is Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland.
And I messed up my glasses.
You did, but that's all right. You are also.
I am also.
Ah, good. And this is a SmackDown Live. Phoenix, this was not a good show.
No.
Trash. SmackDown is lazy.
It was Kalisto versus Braun Strowman.
Yes, levels of trash.
Yes.
Only Kalisto can actually wrestle, though he blocks too many people on Twitter.
Oh god, yeah. He still has so many people blocked. He's blocked more people than Jibbles.
That's saying something too.
If you don't know who Jibbles is, it's JBL. I call him Jibbles.
It's funny. But
because he's a hamster.
It just better than a gerbil. Just ask Richard Gere. Anyway. So
I don't know, I think he prefers us.
Probably would, actually.
God, that's an old reference.
Woo!
Look at us being all relevant and shit.
Look at me being
Speaking
old.
of being relevant,
we have Styles.
McMahon's.
Yes, right. And we have we have long promos up. AJ with a promo. Corbin with a promo. Can't talk. Owens, more of the same. And then Shane comes out. Doing whatever that is.
Oh,
I actually thought that's what I was doing. Oh, that was a great Who's Line. Yeah, great Who's Line. Great Who's Line thing. So, oh, jeez, it's like he makes matches.
First I porked your mother, and then I porked your sister.
Where was Rusev tonight?
In the back with Lana.
Porking? Considering that's what we were just talking about?
Maybe.
Probably.
I wouldn't blame him.
I mean, come on.
But also, that's inappropriate, John. Why would you be talking about that? Stop thinking about it. Why are you still thinking about it?
Do you really want to know the answer to that?
No.
Okay, good. Yes, work, sex is not a good thing to do.
Work, senora.
So,
you're not a senora.
I know, but I don't. That it was a lot of opening promos. It's just
it was so absurd that we were making shit up as we go along because there's just so little to really.
Owens versus Ziggler, it was decent. I mean, it wasn't bad. Zayn caused a distraction. Owens got the win. Cool. Okay, 50-50 booking. I mean, I know Owens lost to Corbin last week and Ziggler beat Zayn. So
this one, the storyline is apparent.
It is. Which we will get to in a minute.
Yes, I will.
It was, it was a well-worked match.
Yes.
I can't say that any of the matches in particular were bad, but there was no pop to them.
Nope.
Then Jinder is talking.
Oh, God.
About.
We use the term talking loosely.
Rude made his own top 10 apparently and put him up top, and Orton wasn't even on there. And Jinder, it's not Jinder's fault.
Jinder Mahal is being saddled with probably the worst creative team I've seen in a while.
Worse than something Russo was on.
Yes.
Well, close to something that. Because Russo would have made him
worse
really
than something Kevin Nash would book.
Oh, God. Nash did book WCW.
But seriously, it is... What the fuck is up with SmackDown?
SmackDown
Why? I mean, Jinder, obviously, he can never deliver a promo to save his life, but this was exceptionally atrocious, even by my existingly low standards for Jinder Mahal.
And you have existingly low standards for Jinder, as do I.
Yes.
It was just... they're doing this backwards. He's feuding for the U.S. title, which he should have been doing a year ago.
Yep.
Oh, he's a former WWE champion. Yay. And guess what? It's taken... AJ just now is getting the stain of the championship off of there.
His promos have been essentially like an 8-year-old wrote it.
And he's going to make fun of the way the Japanese guy talks.
And now he's going to make fun of some guy being a 13-time world champion and not being respected when Orton hasn't given a shit for about 5 years.
You could have made a joke that he spent a lot of his life asking for beer money because people would get that.
They would.
And you would get a laugh.
Yeah, I mean, it just...
But I found the secret top 10.
And, yeah, it's just...
And look at that. Randy Orton's not on there, even though I could probably have made this list on my own and not actually taken it. But just trust me on this.
Yeah. Jinder.
Believe me.
Jinder
the man who says believe me that much, you can't really believe.
No, nor
believe me.
I'm a very stable genius.
Oh, God.
So, but anyway, enough about that.
You're an unstable element.
Yes. It's bad that Jinder isn't as orange as Trump.
I
mean, then again, Jinder is tan. But this whole thing with Jinder was just bad. And again, not his fault, but just so bad. And then Rude and Orton had a spout, and then Jinder laid Rude out. No, or Orton. Which one did he lay out? Rude? I don't even remember.
So, first things first, they laid out Jinder.
Jinder got clotheslined. Then
Randy went to attack Booby Rude.
He went to attack the Singh first.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then Rude laid out Orton.
Yes, and then Jinder laid out
Rude.
Yes.
That's how boring this segment was, is where we didn't remember. Yet, somehow they didn't make it a three-way for the U.S. title. Officially, it's going to be Orton versus Rude, and then Jinder's going to get added to it. Probably next week.
Yeah, probably.
Watch them add the other Singh to it, make it a four-way. Because that's all Fastlane is going to be freaking,
it's a veritable orgy.
Orton.
Everybody's partnered with more than one person.
Yes. It's not the worst orgy that wrestling's ever had.
They also had live sex in the ring.
God. No wonder they were
too edgy.
God.
Anyway, let's Sally forth, eh?
Then, right, and then it just was not a good segment. No. Charlotte and Becky and Naomi versus the Right Squad.
Yeah, go fashion Right Squad.
Yes, and you know what? I like Becky, obviously, for obvious reasons. Charlotte's a good athlete.
Hey.
Naomi is a good athlete. The rear view's stupid. And that's not her fault.
What?
The hitting her ass into somebody to win the match.
Yeah.
I don't really care for that. Ruby and Sarah are tremendous.
I mean, look, she's married to who also is related to
the man who did it for The Rock and did it for the people.
Yes, exactly.
Right. And Liv. Liv was also there. This wasn't a bad match. I mean, at least Ruby got the win. That was kind of neat.
Yep.
And the Riot Squad looked pretty good. I mean, it's all the women in one segment again, though. This at least had a little more storytelling to it. The problem is, it's leading to a match that could be good. Ruby and Charlotte's officially made.
Yeah.
For Fastlane.
But in all honesty, this entire episode of SmackDown, the delivery of the promo
was so scripted.
Was stiff.
Yes. Stiffer than I was looking at Ruby and Sarah.
Gross.
Moving on.
They don't need to hear that.
I run a clean show. I guess I shouldn't. Yeah, sure. Also, yes, the promo's bad and ass graphics.
Just tremendously bad.
Some of the worst Minecraft videos. Somebody pointed out Minecraft videos made by 13-year-olds have better graphics. The mobile games have better graphics.
Yeah, I've been doing video editing graphics for maybe a couple weeks now, and I'm still a lot better than the entire group that's working on this. It is trash. It's like, hey, we made this clip. All right, edit it in 3 minutes. Perfect. Good. Done.
Yeah, and maybe not even 3. They might have actually taken
Photoshop. Let's see. That's Myriad Web Pro font type. Let's make that bold. Let's put a black border behind it. Put some color. Make it. Let's copy and paste that down so we can add a white shadow to it, and then boom, you've got your graphic.
And all they did is just take the same graphics. They made different color schemes over the course of about an hour.
Yeah,
and just put them for everybody's promo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, the promos, again, like you said, so stiff and just awkward and everything. And then Zayn and Owens talking backstage.
It is as awkward as I was socially in high school, and after high school, a few years after high school, and after I got my first job, and my second job, and my third job. Me, currently. Awkward.
But you know what, though? I'm still not much better on camera. I mean, but hey, we're all...
But hey,
right.
That sounds uncomfortable for everyone.
Especially when that horse starts eating from it. So, Zayn and Owens. Zayn, as you said, is going to screw over Owens.
Yes.
Zayn says, I will lay down for you at Fastlane.
Oh, yeah. And here's what's going to happen. Owens feeling all confident and, thanks, Sammy. Goes to get the pin. And what happens?
He rolls him up.
He rolls up Kevin Owens.
1,
2, 3. After grabbing the tights.
Imagine if Zayn does win the championship. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Except that would take away Nakamura and Styles.
Yep.
But, New Day versus Team Kiop. And, okay.
Yeah.
New Day ends up going over, but why?
I don't know.
Are we going to add Team Kiop to the match sometime next week? We don't need to revisit this feud. But then the Bludgeon Brothers appear.
Yes.
And stare down the New Day. Think we should beat up these 3 black guys? I don't know. We might be seen as racist.
The Bludgeon Brothers face the New Day next week.
And
injure
one of them.
2 of their members.
Ooh. And they're added to the match, and they beat the Usos.
And so Chad Gable and Benjamin Shelton, you know, they end up facing against the Bludgeon Brothers for a spot at Fastlane.
And they lose.
Yes.
Easily. Even though Chad Gable is freakishly strong.
Yeah, you can't have the Bludgeon Brothers lose so quickly. So
picking up Big E and rotating him perfectly.
God damn.
I mean, that is just scary.
At least he didn't slam someone on their neck this time.
Oh, God. What, like we did with Rusev and stuff like that?
That's not to say that Gable isn't fan-fucking-tastic.
But
you may want to play it a little safe so you don't kill somebody.
Yeah, we don't need that. The Bludgeon Brothers then beat up a couple jobbers. That's good. Here's my question about the Riot Squad since Ruby accepted, Charlotte's challenge or whatever. Why were they so out of breath? What were they doing before the cameras came on?
Well, they probably filmed that right after the match.
Can't let me imagine that they were doing things with each other. You just
can't. I gave you like an hour to imagine that. Did I just now ruin it for you?
No, because I'm still imagining it anyway. But you're right. It was probably right after the match.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't like Seth
Hi,
Rollins.
I'm Chris Manalassis, and I ruined all those happy moments.
All those happy moments. Not on the couch?
Yeah.
All right. So, Nakamura video package, yet we can't have him wrestle.
Oh.
I mean, seriously. At least he had a video package.
I mean, he spent quite a bit of time approaching AJ Styles and going, I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania. and then now we're not. I mean...
It's still going to happen, but I think they're up in the air on Fastlane because they can't have Nakamura and Styles and Nakamura outshine Reigns and Lesnar.
Bullshit.
I said WWE can't. I want to see it. Styles and Corbin. By the way, getting over the flu. Sorry. Styles and Corbin. It was fine. It was fine.
Not really.
It had its moments. But Corbin...
The end.
That's true. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Styles.
End of days.
This is true, the end of days. But Styles won, and then Corbin gets, is laid out. Zayn Owens attacks Styles. And Corbin lays out both Owens and Zayn. And Ziggler's just like, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's just backstage watching TV in the stupidest way possible. SmackDown is going to get, and I'm sorry, SmackDown is going to get what I want to give to Sarah, and Ruby's going to get the D. It is. It's just going to get it. It's...
Perversion aside, yeah, it's going to get the D because it royally fucked up tonight.
I don't have a problem with them building the Fastlane, but it's just odd booking. There was no spice to it.
Yeah.
Even with
I keep forgetting Fastlane is going to happen.
So do I, honestly. I forgot the Chamber was actually going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We did, and by the way, check out our predictions video we recorded just before we watched SmackDown.
Yeah.
Then we go to the Mixed Match Challenge. Probably the worst match out of the whole thing so far.
It wasn't that bad either.
Wasn't that bad. No, Apollo and Nia versus Rude and Charlotte. Besides Nia yelling at Dana and Titus.
And Apollo helping trip up Titus there.
That was pretty funny at the end. Rude and Charlotte won easily. There was no way Apollo... I mean, and Apollo and Nia were trying to raise money for Susan G. Komen, which means I wanted them to lose because that's a scam. Not breast cancer research, but just Susan G. scamming itself.
Yeah.
That aside, certainly not bad. The antics were kind of funny.
And I think this might be a good storytelling element because they can always recap that on Raw and Titus, questioning Apollo Crews on what he was doing.
And just having fun.
And then eventually, break it up.
Because even though we said in the Chamber preview what we said about the tag title match may be happening, should be happening, even though it hasn't been announced on the wiki page.
Wiki.
What? That was terrible. Bad timing.
I didn't think you could deliver that any wider, but there you are pulling a total Byron Saxton.
Yeah. It was pretty bad when I'm wider than Byron Saxton. I've liked the Mixed Match Challenge stuff, and they've got more stuff going with it, which is cool. Where I think it was Asuka and Miz versus Finn and Sasha next week. Yeah, cool. 205 Live, Daivari versus a returning. Well, 205 Live debuting, Buddy
Mr.
Murphy.
Bliss himself.
Yes, and bravo to him. Good job landing Bliss. I think they should, and I think they should call Buddy Murphy's finisher Murphy's Law.
Yes.
It's funny. Maybe only to me, but it's funny. Good stuff. Murphy looked really good.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything, Bubsy. Everything. Everything, buddy Bubsy. So, it was a good match, though.
Yeah.
Daivari, there was no doubt, Daivari was going to lose. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there was doubt, because you were talking about
That's
it.
a good point. I did.
You kept being like, and then Buddy Murphy's got it. Nope, he didn't.
I just figured, you brought up the point they hyped him up so much. I just figured that wouldn't be the first time they've done something like that.
Yeah.
But Murphy won. It was good. And Daivari's a good fall guy, because he can still have heat and everything. And it was good. It was a good match. Buddy Murphy got the win. I don't know what that finisher was. That was a sick finisher, though. Mm-hmm. It's great stuff. And then Spud is a great hype man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really great hype man. Introducing people, Cedric versus TJP is next week. TJP is losing. Mm-hmm. There was no reason for Cedric to lose.
Cedric's got to win this one.
He's got to get to the finals.
He's got to take it all.
Yeah. His theme fits perfectly, as you said.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens in this tournament.
Right.
As we go to a jobber match, it's Dorado and Metalik, with Kalisto telling the announcers he's going to do a good lucha thing. God damn it. Woo! Poor Kalisto. We'll never live that down. Versus a couple jobbers.
He still breathe. Or maybe until he unblocks us.
No. Well, he might unblock you. Well, I don't know what that means, but he'll never unblock me.
No.
The jobbers got a little heat.
Yes.
That was nice. So, I didn't catch the names. One was the last name of Daniels. That was the one with hair. Then Discount Low Key, whoever he was.
The second dumbest fucking wrestler on the planet, apparently.
Oh, damn it, Jim Cornette. But it was good stuff. It was a good showcase for Dorado and Metalik. And then Ali versus Gallagher. This is good psychology.
Yeah, it was.
Ali selling the shit out of his arm and his shoulder and everything, and Gallagher being
then
vicious.
bleeding from the mouth. He really sold that.
Yes, he did. Oh, wait, he was bleeding from the mouth. Gallagher, really good and vicious. Ali fighting from underneath. It was perfectly done. Gallagher didn't look weak and losing. Ali looked like a tough underdog coming back. It's good stuff.
It may end up ending with Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali.
Which I wouldn't be opposed to.
Two friends in a final bout.
Yeah. Ali versus... or not Ali, but Strong versus Alexander.
Would also be a terrific match.
But I think that might be taking place in the semifinals. I didn't see quite how the tournament's going, but I think that's how it's going to go. Because Ali and Cedric are on separate sides. So, you know what? That could be pretty good. And it would actually be a really good way to do things. I don't know if Ali's going to make it. You could have Gulak versus Cedric, which I would be for.
Yeah.
Heel versus babyface and that kind of stuff. But anyway, 205 Live will get a B.
Yeah,
it was good stuff.
It was a good show.
Yeah, it was good stuff. SmackDown, no, SmackDown was shit.
The fact that they fit 3 matches into 40 minutes.
Yeah. That'll do. Yeah, about 35, 40 minutes. Good stuff. Anyway, that's what we got to say. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you
Leave a comment,
yes.
please. We like comments.
We do.
We might reply to them if you're eloquent enough.
As long as you're not a troll, because then I'll just make fun of you.
As long as you can spell John's name correctly. Pro tip. It's in the logo.
Yeah, it's in the logo. It's in the title.
It's in the channel name.
It's also on my Twitter handle, which is in the description. So's his, and a thumbnail. And are you excited for WWE Chamber? Leave the comments on that. Anyway.
Yes.
So, this has been Real Honesty with Jonn, Ritland, and
the Dominator.
And we will see you later, some point, probably Sunday. You will see him tomorrow for NXT.
Oh, yes.
By the way, check out those reviews. Good stuff.
Johnny Gargamel versus Andrade Cien Almas.
Damn.